Leos, this will be your career reading for November. So we're going to start and see, I usually start with the challenges, see what those might be, get those out of the way, and then we'll look at the more like opportunity type part of the month. So let's take a look at the challenges that Leos may face during career in November. Any challenges showing up for Leos, please, in November in regards to their career? Okay, let's see. Challenges for Leos, November. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, that's not good. Let's see. But maybe not. We'll see. Hold on. Oh, that's way too many. All right. All right, way too many. Sorry. And it wasn't a very coherent story, so that was just an accident. Hang on. We'll get there. Challenges, please, for Leos in November. Kind of challenges for their career, November 2019. Very clear information. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so some challenges, Leo. You do have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, though. Oh, thank God. 2 aces. All right. So, because for some of you, I mean, I gotta lay it out. I mean, the King of Swords and the Tower card with Justice in the middle. I mean, this could definitely be, you know, for some of you, not for everyone, of course, but this could be a firing, you know, with those types of cards. If it's not, there's a lot of other things it can be too. I mean, it could just be like a disciplinary type action. You know, maybe there's something that the boss calls you in and you might get like kind of angry about it. You know, the Five of Swords is anger, you know, that kind of deal. But it's also sometimes a card of standing up for yourself too. So you got to judge the situation. Is this calling for you to stand up for yourself? Or is this, you know, or is this card just showing me that, you know, somebody's being like a jerk and disciplining you or something that might be fair, might be unfair, or like a firing or something and you get angry and that sort of deal. Because I see with the Four of Swords, I mean, like, you might have some time off, you know? That's usually what this is usually a card of, like, taking a vacation or something like that. But I'm seeing, like, but it can mean other things, too, just having time off. And with the Tower card and King of Swords, I mean, something fairly significant going on here. So, now for others of you, I mean, if it's court-related type things with the Justice card here, this could just be indicating that, you know, you need to stand up for yourself. To the, you know, legal people involved, the attorneys, the judges, you know, that kind of stuff in a mature way, you know, not in a like, you know, my way or the highway kind of way, but like just, you know, fighting for yourself, you know, that could mean that. The Tower card with the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups could indicate then that something good comes from that, all right? But for a lot of you, I mean, it could just be trouble, you know, and it might just be being angry at a cold kind of calculating, you know, higher up person. Doesn't have to be a firing, all right? It doesn't, you know, well, Ten of Swords isn't here. It could just mean you saying, you know what, I'm going to take a vacation for a while because I'm not liking the way this is going, and this is sudden and unexpected, and I'm going to stand up for myself. You're being a jerk. I'm going to just take a week off, you know, and we'll revisit this when I get back. It could be just like that kind of energy too. So, because the King of Swords is someone who is very not attached emotionally, all right? So they're usually like the people that come in and clean house for like a major organization, you know, major company or something, because they're not attached to the people. They don't really they're not invested emotionally. So they're like the ones that come in and like just clean house and like lay off people and, you know, do that kind of stuff. But that's like their vibe. That doesn't mean that person is coming into your company. I'm just giving you an example of how they are. So this could be your boss and you needing to stand up to him, or this could be him, you know, saying things or something. And I think you get where I'm going. I mean, it's a lot of not good stuff, unfortunately. But I think that this is happening for a reason because of the good cards underneath the deck, and that makes sense because whenever I see the Tower card comes to clean stuff out that needs to be cleaned out. Like you know, this probably isn't the place for you anyway. You know, is what I'm getting. So, and again, it doesn't have to be a firing. It could just be you just being really mad at this situation and needing to take a break. So, to remove yourself from it. So let's see, what opportunities are heading for Leos in November? What types of opportunities are around for Leos realistically, please? What kind of opportunities are for Leos in regarding their career in November? Please? Opportunities. Okay. Okay. A choice. Yeah, I feel for like a lot of you guys, this might just be you taking a break from this place because you know you're going to explode if you don't. All right, good. Something good there. You're definitely supported. Big choices. Yeah, I feel a lot of you will be walking away from this. You're trying to decide whether or not to keep putting effort into this or to listen to some advice that may come in from a family member or a very good friend or something like that. I feel like you have choices here of where you may head. Okay, good. Holding on. 3 of Wands. 4 of Cups. Okay. 4 of Wands. 3 of Wands into 4 of Wands. I like that. Okay. So for many of you too, this could be divorce. This could be divorce things, going on with the King of Swords and the Justice card. And it could be just things like that are challenging your career, your finances, things of that nature. So that could be too. But what I do see pretty clearly is, yes, there are opportunities around you. So if this is, for some of you, if it is a firing, then there's opportunities that are here. Like, you're fine. Like, I don't see you being left out in the cold. Honestly, I don't necessarily see a firing, although we do have Tower card and King of Swords, which usually indicate that type of energy. But for some reason, like, I feel like this is, like, skirted around. So I don't necessarily think it is a firing, because I see you here still evaluating whether or not you should still put work into this. That's why, like, I feel like you take some time off to think about things, because things are heating up and blowing up and that kind of deal. So I feel like you really need to take some time out and just, like, think some things through. I do feel you do have choices here so you're not, like, in a, you're not, I mean, some of you may be just totally stuck, and, that unfortunately, that's the way things are. I mean, general reads are general reads. But for the most of you, the vibe I'm getting here is saying, like, you're not stuck. There is a choice. There may definitely be some news coming in. Possibly some of you may be, like, getting married or something like that, and, like, thinking, well, maybe I should just leave this situation altogether and go pursue something else. For some of you, that could be it. Or this could just be news coming in from, like, someone around your family, and family doesn't necessarily have to mean immediate family. Your family can be, like, your family, your friends, the people you're really close to and that you love and support as well, okay? So I feel like somebody is giving you some news or some advice or something like that along those lines. Or it's something about news about starting a new family or getting married or something like that is also kind of playing out, with your career stuff and your choices. King of Cups is here. Let's see, what do we got? 4 of Pentacles. Like, financially, whatever the situation is, I feel like you're fine. I don't think you're rolling in it or anything like that at this point, but I mean, you're good. You're not going to go broke, or if you take a break or anything like that. I feel like that part is stable enough. Like, you have enough to pay your bills, all those good things. And I see that you are really trying to envision a much more, like, positive future. Some of you may even be, like, debating going into real estate. That could be something, maybe even working with family members. Maybe they have something they can contribute, or, maybe, like, flipping, things like that. That's possible for some of you. You might be researching that a lot. But mostly, I feel like you guys are just kind of hanging on. You're not making, like, an erratic decision at this point. You're taking your time, and you have these choices. So where it goes into December, I don't know. But I will say I do see a very, like, positive, forward-thinking future for you. Because the 3 of Wands going into the 4 of Wands, it's like a natural progression, okay? And that it came out naturally is good too. Because the 3 of Wands to me is a very positive card in a career reading, because it shows that whatever work you have put in, all right, like, that you have that now, and that you have the ability to bring things to you, all right? So it's very, very positive. It's a good luck, kind of good type of card, like that the work you have done will be returned to you, all right? And the going into the Four of Wands, fours are about stability. So I feel like you are envisioning a much more stable place for you, stable company, stable career, stable marriage, whatever it may be for you, stable investment, whatever it is. Like, I feel like it's very positive. And as long as you do your research and take your time with this choice is what I feel. So I don't see like November necessarily making the choice, but I feel like it's going to be a time for you to contemplate these things and start envisioning a better future for yourself, because that energy is like, if that's your work environment, that ain't gonna last with anybody. That it's hostile. It's like they don't care about you. With the King of Swords, I mean that's terrible. So I feel like this is some kind of weird karmic situation that had to play out and then be destroyed in order to get you to make this choice where you are choosing to envision a much better future for yourself and headed in that direction towards stability. Okay, so a little complicated reading, but for those of you, again, who are just like coming here to say, wow, I just, I've already been, I'm hoping there's job offers. I did see that Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So if you guys have been recently let go or something like back in October or something like that, I do feel, yes, there's opportunities around you. So we'll say that too. I'll pull you guys a couple oracle cards real quick and then we'll wrap this up. So any other advice cards for career for Leos in November, please? Any career advice cards for Leos, please? New life. All right, I'm just gonna leave it there. Usually I pull like a few, but perfect. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and your soul tribe. I do feel something like strongly around like family, whatever that means to you. Again, it can be your immediate family. It can just mean like your family, like the people that you relate to and things like that. It's all coming together in intuitive hits and soul tribe. Okay, and second chakra at the bottom, that's your will and your desire to get to this point. So I feel like right now, take a break with this stuff, realize you have some outs, you have some choices, and then move towards the positive future that you want to see happen, because you have the card of new life. Okay, so you don't have to put up with that stuff. All right, and again, if that's divorce things going on too, then that's what it is. Take a break from it all, let it play out. Put in the energy that you can and all that, but don't let it like wear you down. Your new life is coming. Okay, so new life, fantastic. All right, thanks, Leos. I like the reading, actually. I think it's positive. It looks like kind of problematic and stuff like that, but it's positive in its essence. So, all right, thanks, guys, and we'll see you next month. And leave a comment if you can. That really helps my videos. I really appreciate it. All right, thanks. Bye.